Hey YouTube, Alan back with another video, and this time I'm taking a break from the kind of package of pickups and stuff like that that I've been doing lately. And the reason why is because I was playing a game recently and I spent quite a while at it, and I just got to myself, this is a critically acclaimed game. People go on about it all the time, and while I liked it, I didn't love it. And even though I was really far into it, probably 80% in, I said, nah, I'm done. I'm gonna leave it. I have enough. And it kind of got me thinking, you know, what other games are there or series, when this has happened where I just don't click with a game that is massively critically acclaimed. And so I said, I'll put a little video together talking about a few of these examples. And the first one is the one that just brought this to mind, and that's Okami on the PlayStation 2. Now, Okami is a Capcom game developed by Clover Studios. Clover had a lot of guys involved there, I think, had an involvement with the Minish Cap. And you can totally tell the kind of Zelda DNA coming through in this game, because it very much is that kind of linear 3D Zelda style adventure, which is why I figured I'm going to love it. It's all about using the celestial brush, acting as, kind of funny enough, like it came out around the same time as Twilight Princess, and you got like the wolf here, so a bit of synergy there. I remember trying this back in the day, putting it in the PlayStation 2, and the opening cutscene takes like 25 minutes or something like that. And that's where I left it for the longest time. I might have it on the Wii, I can't remember, because the Wiimote seems to make sense for the Celestia brush. But I didn't pick it back up until it was released digitally, Okami HD, and I have it on the Switch. It was on one of those, it's always on sale basically for something like €7. Now, it's totally worth that. I enjoyed my time with it. I spent 40 hours in playing with it. I was pretty far on. And I think I was in like this kind of ice temple near the end. I just climbing it, I found a chore. And I fell down and went, nah, I'm done. I don't really fancy going back up here again. Maybe I'll go back to it, but just certainly not right now. And it just struck me that for a lot of the time, I felt like I was going through the motions with the game. I can see why people rave about it, but for me, it was just too talky. It was too many cutscenes. The characters I didn't find that compelling, and it actually made me yearn for Link being the silent protagonist and just getting on with the action by and large. So the kind of the complaints that people levied at things like Twilight Princess, oh, too much handholding, too linear, too much focus on, secondary characters of, wow, they are way more prevalent here. Now, don't get me wrong, Okami is a great game, and I actually concede it. I like the art style, I like what they tried to do, and I like some of the powers. But I definitely appreciate it as a good game, but not as something that's like a super genre-defining experience that I want to revisit again and again. For me, this is not a patch on the real Zelda titles. It's missing that mark. And funny enough, it actually misses some of the, like, I really enjoyed the Minish Cap from the same group of people in many ways. But the Minish Cap is quite short and sweet, and Okami, I don't think it has that. And there's also a few little things. Some of the mini games are just so annoying, like rolling the ball up a hill and stuff like that. Anyone who's done it will probably know what I mean. So yeah, good game, but not a great game. And on that, now this time I want to take it away from being just a single game, and this time it's a series. It's Halo. Everyone seems to love Halo. It was huge back in the day. It kind of put Xbox on the map. Now, I played a little bit of it back in the day. I actually played more of the series when I got my Xbox 360 and got Halo 3 came with the system. I really tried to get in and play it and enjoy it, but it wasn't clicking with me. Funny enough, the most fun I've had with Halo, either 1, 2 or 3, I don't have any more than that, was watching Tony play Halo 1. He really liked it. I think he's played it before and he was able to just blast through it. So I got to experience the game and the kind of story through him, and I was like, well, okay. That was actually a more enjoyable experience than the gameplay itself. Now, maybe I had too much of a Nintendo fanboy head on me at the time that I just couldn't appreciate this change in FPS style, or maybe I'm a bit preferred to more old school style, shooters or something. I don't know, but it's again like one of the biggest blockbuster series going, and yet it just doesn't click with me. As I said, I've 1, 2, 3, and I keep saying to myself, someday I'm going to give these another go on. It's going to click, but it hasn't yet. And the final one for today is another Xbox, but this time on the 360. It's Gears of War, and this is, I guess you could say the series, because I've only played Gears of War 1. This also came on my Xbox 360, and it was hugely advertised at the time. I remember, at least over here, there was like lots of television commercials. They had like a cover of Mad World in it. They were showing the graphics like it was all like it was film type of thing. I wouldn't have probably bought this, to be honest, if it didn't come with the system, like it wasn't part of the bundle. But because it did, I said I want to give it a go. And I guess it's core gameplay to kind of duck and cover and go. That I had played a bit more in Call of Duty, and while it's okay, it just doesn't click with me really, because it kind of, you end up with a gameplay mechanic that just seems to be, okay, run to the next piece of cover, shoot, 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 oh, get hit, now hide, regenerate, go to the next place, and repeat, and it felt kind of, I don't know, just too rote, and just waiting for the next bombast section to kick in. It probably also didn't help that the graphics were so grey and muddy and just unappealing, even if they were high res and better than graphics that come before in terms of realism. It just was a bit boring looking. So I know that the series is quite popular and still going today, but it's just, yeah, the first one just turned me off, so I've never really kind of decided to delve back in. And unlike Halo, where I actually feel I could get into Halo, and unlike Okami, where I actually do think this is a very good game, I'm not so sure about Gears, even though it is very, very popular. So anyway, there are three, kind of games / series where people rave about, like they're huge kudos. There's a few others that cross my mind. I thought about doing Spider-Man on PlayStation 4. That one, I've only played a bit, which is why I left it off, but it kind of feels like it gets so much praise and I'm not quite getting it. But yeah, there's others. I could probably do a follow-up video, but I don't want to be too negative. Anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Are there other games or series where everyone talks about as being so amazing? Hey, maybe it's like Zelda or something like that I love, that you just don't click with. I'd love to hear in the comments below. Anyway, that's enough for now. Until next time.